2 years, we tended to focus on the security industry. I know a lot of you see me and this is security, but it's just one of the organizations or one of the markets we tended to focus on. And the reason is we went into security. We wanted to address the challenges they face, especially when it comes to keeping track of their large numbers of employees or their large workforces. It's a problem that many organizations have when you have 3,000 plus employees. You need to know where they are, what time they reported. You need to know that they stayed where they are supposed to be. And at the end of the month, most of these employees or most of these people are paid for the days they work. So presently, the security industry is employees motorized supervisors. I believe some of you have seen them coming around in motorbikes to verify that the guard that is supposed to be on site is actually there. This costs the security companies huge money. And at the same time, the data is not brought back in good time. In some cases, the supervisors never actually get to that side. But they record that they found somebody, and then something happens on site, no one is accountable. So we started with a back-end system called UPay, one of our products. I can quickly give you an overview of what UPay does. So attendance, when we started, we thought the biggest problem is attendance. But attendance can be okay, but it will only work very well when you know that you have, you know your people, you know where you are, where they're supposed to be, and you can be able to pay them. So one of our products, or our core product, is a back-end system called UPay that automates the operations any organizations would require. So we have an administrator module that allows you to configure everything that you require in the organization. Like you can add your users, you can assign who you want to access what. We have a settings dashboard that allows the organizations to, the settings dashboard. So this settings dashboard aids like when you're doing all your configuring for use of UPay. There are so many various parameters that all users require to use at any time. Their job titles, their payroll parameters, where they're supposed to be, the banks that you pay your employees to. So we have a dashboard that makes it so easy for users or for the organization to set up the variable parameters. And then we have a HR module that allows them to do recruitment. This is very key for you to be able first to assign or to know from the point of recruitment who is the person you're employing, where did they come from, what's their background information. So it creates a digital profile of the employee, and at any point you can be able to go and retrieve that employee under the view of employees. So when you want to search for employees, for instance, from a certain group or a certain category, you can be able to search for that. You can search using a specific category, like for instance, I will choose the search category. The search category, say I want employee ID number 2480. 29. So you pick an employee like myself, and then you can be able to see like my profile. So at any point, I don't need to go to the manual file. Say you have people that join the organization, and then for some reason they exit. You don't need to delete the file or go back to the archive. You can always archive the file, and then at any point you can go back. If the details change, you can always update from the profile. And then we have a basic client module that allows the allows you to configure your clients. This could be people that you're providing services to. You want to tie your employees, or you want to be accountable. You have business that you want to place these people on. So the client module allows you to configure all the clients and all the locations where you're going to be placing your employees. And then it has a basic, it's not really inventory, it's more of a store manager. We call it a store manager that allows the organizations to manage the items they issue to the staff. And then we have the attendance module. When it comes to attendance, most of these large organizations pay depending on the days you work. So there's need to keep track of these days, and it becomes very cumbersome when you have to post 3,000, 6,000 records at the end of the month from manual checklist. So we have an interface that allows them to export that data to Excel. You can sort when you want to mark attendance, like mark attendance. You can be able to sort say pay area. You can select by pay area, and then pick a location, say like Kikuyu. And then that will give you all the employees that are assigned, say, in a location like Kikuyu. And then you can click on an employee or choose an employee that you want to mark attendance for. And then either post their days, which is very cumbersome when you have to do this one by one, and you have 5,000 employees. So another option to do it from the system, you can export that data to Excel using the export function. And then once you populate, say you mark the attendance, so when you export, it will fetch the data that you have selected, and then now you can update the Excel file and import it back to the system. This will serve well, but then it allows for manual intervention. People can manipulate the Excel file, people will rush and update the Excel file with the days they want. In some cases, I tell my supervisor, post 20 days and I only work for 10 days, then we can share the 10 days. So we'll look at our other product, which is a mobile application that takes away the need to use this manual or this export function for this organization by having the employees check in when they report to duty where they're supposed to be, and it updates their payroll. So at the end of the month, their days are marked, and then their payroll is ready. So we have the payroll module that allows you to manage payroll. Will allow you to say pay area, like just pick select a pay area, like and manage. You can pick a pay area for an assignment. Say pick Kikuyu. Then you can click on an individual. Just click on one individual. So this allows you to manage the parameters that you pay your employees. So every individual will have different allowances. So you can decide this one I want to pay him for these allowances. So you manage your payroll here, and then at the end of the month, as long as this is updated and attendance is updated, then you're ready to pay, and you have all your reports. Then we have a basic notifications area that allows you to receive notifications, say like contract end notification. The people who are employed on contract, when you have 1,000 people on contract, and it's time for their contracts are gone and you keep paying them, so the system constantly runs or checks anyone whose contract has expired. We have retirement notifications, employees that are due retirement, so you don't have to keep going back to the files checking who's due retirement. It automatically generates that. And then we have now the mobile application that takes away the need to. We have the mobile application that takes away the need to supervise or to go or to send somebody on the ground to capture this data. It's called Akida. I know a lot of you can relate to Akida from a recent article. And Akida is just a mobile application that allows you to to allows your employees to check in when they report on duty. So the application is available on Android and on Windows. And what Akida does is it allows organizations that could be having a backend, but they need to keep track of their mobile employees. They want to hear from them, they want to communicate to them, like send messages to them. So Akida allows them to upload basic employee information. Unlike UPay, which we've seen the HR module is a bit comprehensive, Akida will only have basic details, just a few on. Like for you to start using Akida, you ideally need to capture the basic details of an employee. For instance, just pick on one employee. So you require to have a unique ID number, you require to capture all your clients, where they are, you require to specify, say, the shifts and the job titles of these employees. So once the details are updated, you can be able to update or you can change the employees as they move around. You can change their status. So only the active employees will be able to check in using the app. Then let's go to the check-in module. So from the mobile application, when the users log in, you need to be an app user. And then once you log in, you enter your ID number, it checks on your record, say a supervisor is sent on the ground, enters the ID number of the guard, they can relate, they can see their details, and then they'll take a photo of the guard and submit that photo. The photo that they send back to the organization will take the GPS coordinate and the date and time. And then at the end of the month, we'll have all the days or the total days every guard has checked in. And then if you want to see the details of where, say for this allows or automates the occurrence book. We have instances where things happen on site or there's a client complaint and the guard tells the supervisor go and report, or you have people, mobile employees you send on site and you're paying them for the hours they are supposed to be on that site. They'll tell you they reported at 9 and they probably reported at 11. So this takes away that element. So when they get there, they report, and throughout when they're working, they're expected to show progress report using the reports module. And then we have a basic alert feature that just allows you to do bulk messages to to users. So you can, we have two options. You can be able to send an information or a warning to your employees. So instead of typing or calling 6,000 people, you just select, I want to give them some information, say about a meeting tomorrow, or we've credited your salaries, just the basic messages that you send to your people. So when you post, all the employees that are in your database that have access to the app will receive this as a push notification, and then it takes away the expensive cost of calling or excuses I did not receive. So it's like a Twitter feed on the app where they'll be able to see all they can scroll and see everything that you need to tell them. I think at least those are our core products, Akida and UPay. And we have been working with Microsoft, especially on this particular product, Akida. When we started out, we had challenges on the ground when it comes to device acquisition. We know most of our security guards don't have smartphones, so we needed affordable smartphones, not just for the security companies, but for the guards, but for the organizations to find a reliable source where they can buy these devices. We needed a reliable server because it's huge data that we receive every day. Every time when they check in, there's an image being pushed to the database, and it's expensive managing this kind of data. So we've been working closely with Microsoft both on the development of our Windows version. We released the Android version. We had a few challenges with some of the devices, so we needed to provide an alternative to our consumers. So Microsoft supported us in development of the Windows app. We did it very fast. We worked with their team. In a couple of weeks, we already had it on the store, and then we needed to test the app. And we needed the devices. So Microsoft came through. They gave us a couple of devices that we replaced or we put in some of the sites where we've been using Akida, and we were able to get feedback and improve on the app. And also we got BizPack that allows us to access to the software development tools. We realize all our solutions are based on .NET. So we've been developing on Microsoft platform since the organization started. We use their database SQL Server to host our data. For the mobile app, we use Azure, which Microsoft is supporting us on that, and as well as managing this data. Yeah, and I guess that's it for now. I can take one or two questions, anyone that might have a question for me. A lot of the developers on the background of the solution. When I started, we all have ideas. So when I started building the app, I thought, or I had this assumption that these organizations already have systems, working backend systems, and I'll just do an app that will plug in. And when I pitched the solution to one of the security companies, they told me, well, that sounds brilliant, but where are we getting these employees? All our data is on manual file. How are we going to get them there? How are we going to do our payroll? So I decided, well, if that's the challenge, then maybe we can start on building the backend system. And the biggest challenge then for them was managing the payroll. So I had to step on the side and build the payroll module. And then over the years or over time, as we moved from client to client, we learned. We didn't develop the comprehensive system alone. We developed it from our clients. So they would tell us what they need, and then we incorporate. Then when we move to the next client, we learn. And then, yeah, so it took us, the first payroll module went live in March 2011. I had a target. I'd given myself a target of 3 months, like many of you, after I left my job, and I decided it has to work. I needed a check within the first 3 months, otherwise I was going to go back to employment. So we had the payroll module out in the first 3 months when I started, and then now constantly we've been building. To date, we still get new requirements, so we customize the backend to fit our client-specific requirements. We customize it not just for security, it works in farms, it works in the vehicle manufacturing industry. So it's something that we are always developing on based on our clients' requirements, but we started in 2011. And then for the mobile application, now when we were ready, at least with the backend where you know where your employees are, you know who your clients are, now they can start checking in. So that we launched in June last year. You are on PHP and Java. When it comes to solutions, the client really doesn't care. They just want a working solution. And I've been developing on Microsoft platform since probably 2004. And I've never really found a need to move to any other platform. So I know it's easy. Like you can play with anything. Like this UI is on .NET. I know a lot of you worry about how it's gonna look, but you can actually play with it when there is time. First, get the solution working, then the UI can always come after you've made your